It was 3 months since President Donald Trump had returned to office and begun his major immigration crackdown. At the White House, the mood was celebratory as he welcomed the leader of El Salvador, Nayib Bukele.
We appreciate working with you because you want to stop crime, and so do we. And it's very, very effective. And I want to just say hello to the people of El Salvador and say they have one hell of a president.
Bukele, who'd once called himself the world's coolest dictator, had become a key player for Trump.
And we actually turned the murder capital of the world, that was the journalists call it, right? Murder capital of the world, into the safest country in the Western Hemisphere. Sometimes they say that we imprisoned thousands. I like to say that we actually liberated millions.
That's very good. Who gave him that line? Do you think I can use that?
Yes.
Bukele was giving President Trump much more than a punchline. He'd opened the doors of El Salvador's notorious prison, known as CECOT, for planeloads of deportees that the Trump administration had swept up and accused of being gang members.
CECOT is the largest prison in the Americas and is infamous for its harsh conditions.
The Trump administration deported more than 200 Venezuelan migrants from the U.S. to El Salvador, placed in a notorious high-security prison.
Despite revelations most of the men had no criminal convictions in the U.S. or proven gang affiliations, and concerns about harsh treatment, both presidents touted it as a win.
It was pretty obvious what Trump was getting out of this deal. It was much less obvious what Bukele was doing.
Over the past year, Frontline and reporters from the El Salvador news outlet El Faro have been investigating what was behind the controversial deal.
La naturaleza del gobierno de Bukele es mantener en secreto cosas.
And what Bukele stood to gain.
All you know about him is his propaganda. The truth is quite different from what he says.
En esta imagen, reconocer quién está encapuchado.
Bukele nos quiere presos por haber revelado algo que le molestó.
¿Saben qué? Me tienen sin cuidado que me llamen dictador. Prefiero que me llamen dictador a ver cómo matan a los salvadoreños en las calles.
Bukele nos ha declarado a los periodistas del Faro sus enemigos desde hace mucho tiempo. Pero la realidad es que Bukele está tratando de encubrir su pasado. Él necesita que Estados Unidos lo ayude a encubrir su pasado. Y esa historia no la hemos terminado de contar todavía.